afternoon. So thank you for being here so we can bring as much attention as possible to the case of missing juvenile Madeline Soto. So let me first start by saying, I know as a parent, this is every parent's worst nightmare. Many of our detectives and deputies who are working the case, they also have children. So they're working extra hard to find Madeline. We can't even imagine the pain and anguish that Madeline's family is going through. But I do want to assure the community that we have well over 100 deputies, detectives, intelligence analysts, and specialized personnel who are investigating this case and searching for Madeline right now. And we will not stop until we find her. So Madeline is 13 years old. She has been missing since 8:30 on Monday morning when mom's boyfriend dropped her off near Hunters Creek Middle School. He dropped her off actually near the Peace United Methodist Church on Town Loop Boulevard. So I'll kind of go through like a timeline of events as we know it. Like I said, mom's boyfriend dropped Madeline off at about 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning, a few blocks away from the school. At approximately 4:30 on Monday afternoon, Madeline's mom went to the school to pick her up and found out that Madeline was not there and had never reported to school. So she never actually entered the school. And so we also learned that Madeline left her phone at home that day. So we were called on Monday evening at approximately 8 p.m. Our patrol deputies went out there, met with Madeline's mom at the school near Hunters Creek to take a report on her missing daughter. So we started the investigation that night, started canvassing the area, looking for any witnesses or surveillance video. So later that evening, while we were doing an investigation, we did obtain an article of Madeline from the house. We called our bloodhound. The bloodhound did an extensive search, which unfortunately did not provide any results about her whereabouts. So our missing persons detectives responded to take over the investigation. So they did interviews with mom's boyfriend, Madeline's friends from school. We were able to access Madeline's phone, and there is information on the phone that indicated that she told people when she turned 13, which was on February 22nd, she actually wanted to go live in the woods. So that was in her phone. And so during the course of the day on Tuesday, detectives and deputies conducted extensive interviews, an extensive canvass. We collected video from the area. And again, conducted interviews with family members. So on yesterday, we distributed flyers in the area near the school. As a matter of fact, Madeline's family had their own flyers. We're also distributing flyers to family and friends and students at the school at the same time. So the house is in Kissimmee, where the family lives, is being held overnight by the Orange County Sheriff's Office and the Kissimmee Police so that we could secure search warrants. This is common practice in cases like this, and those search warrants should be executed today. On Wednesday this morning, more than 50 members of our emergency response team responded out there to the area near the school and conducted an area search for Madeline. And so we have a command post set up out there at that area. We also have a command post set up here at the sheriff's office for the investigative side of it. So, our detectives are continuing to do interviews and follow up on all possible leads. One thing we do in all missing person cases, especially missing juveniles, our sex offender surveillance squad goes out and makes contact with every single sex offender in the area of Madeline's last location. And so, I wish I had some more definitive answers. We just want to keep getting Madeline's picture out there. We want people who may know something about her disappearance to call us. They can call us anonymously at 1-800-423-TIPS. They can also call 911 if they think they know what happened to Madeline. And again, it's every parent's worst nightmare, but rest assured that we are doing everything possible. We have an extensive section dedicated to working solely on finding out where Madeline is. And I'll take some questions, but again, still early on in the investigation. I'll start over here. So right now, the facts of the disappearance don't qualify through the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for an Amber Alert. Certainly, if through the investigation it does qualify for an Amber Alert, we will send that out.
Sure. Just I know we say it's the her mother's boyfriend. Is there any indication the father's in the picture? Is he local? Is there any possibility another family member from, I guess, previous marriage might be involved in this?
There's no information to indicate that there's another family member, an outside family member is involved. No, not at this time.
Is he local, the father, you know?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, let's go right here.
Yeah, sorry. Based on what you found on the phone, is there any indication that she was trying to live with somebody else who was?
No, just the information on the phone was that when she turned 13, which was just February 22nd, she was going to live out in the woods. So it's one of the reasons we're out there in that area searching. That was, through either text messages or other social media messages.
Sheriff, I know you had mentioned that Madeline asked to be dropped off at church away from the school. Family also said that as well. They also mentioned that she asked to be dropped off an hour before school. Anything suspicious about the location of where she was dropped off and the timeline of when she was actually dropped off?
Yeah, that's certainly all the things that our detectives look at. I know the initial information was that she said, "Hey, I'm embarrassed of this vehicle, whatever, so drop me off at this location." We're still following up on all of that, but yes, certainly something that we will look into. Why not drop her off at the school? But we're looking into all of that.
Sheriff, we've heard there is surveillance video from that church that was given to detectives. Does it show her actually getting out of the car and starting to walk?
So we collected that video, analyzed it, and it's a very, very grainy video. So we're not actually sure if that's Madeline, but we've collected video from other parts of that area too.
At this point, are you looking at the boyfriend, the person who dropped her off, as a suspect or anybody?
So anytime we have like a missing juvenile, we certainly look at everyone that has contact with that juvenile. It's one of the first things we do. So the investigation is ongoing. So yeah, anytime that we have a missing kid who left her phone at home, who was dropped off, early, a few blocks from school, we look at all of that. So, anytime a child goes missing, to me, it's always suspicious. And in this case, that's why, we're putting all these resources towards finding her. Well over 100 personnel are working to find her, from detectives to analysts to specialized patrol, mounted patrol, our emergency response team, and others.
When she left her school that morning, was she carrying anything besides the obvious?
Not to my knowledge, no, nothing that was beyond the obvious. Yeah. Yes.
Are you talking your searching of the park? If there's any indication that she can be around the area?
Where?
Oakwood Park?
So we're searching all the areas around that area where she was last seen, and then of course we're searching any area where we've received any tips or any areas that investigative leads have led us to.
Sure. Do you know when that text message or social media message was actually sent? That communication?
I can't tell you exactly when it was. It obviously it was before she turned 13, which was February 22nd, but that's all I can tell you right now.
And was there any indication that there was some sort of turmoil in the household while she's telling folks that she's thinking of living in the woods?
Other than that, to my knowledge, there was no other indication of turmoil in the house.
Family believe that she was taken
So, that's why we have all these people out there. We don't know if she was taken. We don't know if she stepped away. She left her phone at the house. So that's why we're putting all this effort into. That's why we're doing this press conference to hope someone from the public may have saw something. It might not have seemed like a big deal at the time, but now knowing what Madeline looks like, maybe it's some information that could help us find her whereabouts.
Sheriff, we're told that Madeline was into online gaming. Her mom mentioned that she had a passion for gaming online. Any indication if something could have happened, perhaps connected to online?
Yeah, so anytime a juvenile goes missing, we're always looking at social media or phones. Obviously, I said we have her phone. We're able to analyze her phone. So anything that's involving gaming or social media, certainly we take a look at. And just know that a lot of times some of that information from third-party social media platforms does take time. We need to get subpoenas and information. But yeah, we are looking at that phone, and certainly that's things that our detectives will look at.
Sure.
You said that the house is being held in Mississippi, but any chance we're getting information that there could be a search going on in St. Cloud, old Hickory Road?
Yeah, so like I said, throughout the investigation and tips that come in, we search different areas.
So they are in St. Cloud.
I'm not exactly sure where they are right now. I just know that we've searched several areas out there.
Sure. You mentioned the blood. I'm just curious. Obviously, Bloodhouse picked up a trace of Madeline. I believe you had deputies out there by the middle school today. That's also where trail is. Can you just give us an indication, like what kind of radius a bloodhound can do, or area, or?
The bloodhounds. I mean, we put out our own videos. Depending on the scent and how strong it is, there's cases of bloodhounds, tracking someone a mile or even more away. So that's why we have bloodhounds here. We use them anytime we have a missing person. And so, that's one of the reasons not too long ago, we put out our scent evidence kit. If you want to, you can get one of these scent evidence kits. You can put a piece of their clothing, an article of their clothing inside this kit. And then if, God forbid, someone who's elderly, who maybe has dementia or Alzheimer goes missing, we can give the bloodhound, let them sniff that article, and they may be able to take the bloodhound right to it. But they're incredible animals, as you know, and they're very capable of doing those searches.
When interviewing the family, last night they referenced the person who dropped Madeline off as the boyfriend. Today they said ex-boyfriend. Can you confirm if it was a boyfriend or ex-boyfriend of the mother?
So the information I have is that it was that the mom's boyfriend dropped her off. That's the information I have.
Sheriff, there's a great amount of detective work going on, a great amount of resources at work. Do you have any suspicion about what happened to this little girl?
So all I will say is that our detectives are following up on every single lead with the end result of finding Madeline. That's their number one priority. But in investigations like this, they look at everything. Like I said, we interview family members. We locate sex offenders that are in the area. We look at video. We look at everyone's phones. We do search warrants to see if there's any indication in the house. So we do all of that. And it's an extensive investigation. So I said well over 100 people are involved. So, we're hoping some tips come in that may help us. Again, we're going to continue to look at all the things that we do, license plate readers, video surveillance, cell phone information from everyone. And those are all the things that are going on right now. If we get tips, certainly we will, there's a lot of different areas out there. And we'll send our search teams to different areas over the next couple of days.
Sheriff, the mom mentioned to us that the daughter has autistic tendencies. Does that change search efforts at all?
No, we treat a missing person as a missing persons, and I know there's different levels, and people are on the spectrum at different levels. So no, it wouldn't change our investigation. It's just a piece of information that we know, and based on our training of dealing with people who may be on the spectrum, that's something that we take into consideration about where they might end up, where they might go.
Everybody good?
All right. Thank you.